Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
see.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
All right, so seems like everything is in order. We're in luck. Um, so AutoCAD, the final thing. AutoCAD. It's opening up. It's not working.
What chapter are we doing today?
It will open soon. Yeah.
What chapter are we doing today?
We haven't finished chapter 3. Chapter 3 is small things left, polygon and rectangle. Once you're done with those, then chapter 4 is like the snapping. We can start with that. Okay, so okay, I hope the recording is on. Everybody see what you're seeing in my screen here? Alright, perfect. So let me, oh yeah, there is another thing. I should be showing you the PowerPoint as well. So Canton, right space, the PowerPoint. So everybody open up the PowerPoint, and this, if you have a digital book, open the digital book and this CAD. Intro, sorry. So content. So there is this PowerPoint. Where is the PowerPoint? Class lecture, chapter 3. Okay. Download. Chapter 4. Download. Alright. So now that I have everything, chapter 3. Okay, got it. Another everything. Alright, so on chapter 3, what we have done in last class, if you remember, we started with this chapter with the circles, right? We did in 6 different ways. What are them? Coordinate and the center. So coordinate is the center, coordinate is the center and the radius. So center and the radius. So then center and the diameter, then the 2 point, then the 3 point, then 2 tangent, 1 radius, and 3 tangent. You guys remember all 6 ways that we did last time? Everybody, the circles? Okay, so that we're gonna cover up to this drawing circle. Okay, up to this, and then there are this drawing circle exercise, which we started doing that. Let me show it to you quickly from the book. So not here, chapter 3. Okay, so here. So these are the exercise. I mean, Lucas, did we finish the last exercise as well? I think we did this one as well, right? So these are the exercise that we did here in class, right? There were a bunch of them. I believe at least 3 of them. Oh, did we finish this one? I don't think.
Yeah, I think we did that together.
We did that together as well. I don't recall doing the Disney. Everybody did that one as well?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So basically that means that's good. That means we are done with all the exercise. Now come back here in the PowerPoint. So we are actually here. So we are trying to draw the rectangles. Now where is the rectangles? Now in your AutoCAD, everybody please follow where my mouse is hovering. That's what I'm giving you the instruction, okay? So we are still here, right? We did the circle, we did the line, right? There is this rectangle here. Do you see the rectangle? So where my mouse is, if you're going to click here, it has 2 options, polygons and rectangles. We're going to finish both of them together today, right? So once we're done with that, then we're going to start on the snapping, and most likely by next class we should be able to finish the snapping, okay? We'll probably not finish everything on snapping. Yeah? You don't have it? Just 1 second. Everyone got it, right? Any question? Okay. There's this another trouble, remember? I have to download it from the Brightspace, those files, right, where we're going to work on. But drawing the rectangles, straightforward. I mean, if you'd like to draw a rectangle, let's start with the easiest way. You just choose that one, and it's asking you, obviously, specify the first corner point, okay? You can do it by typing the coordinate. Let's see if it works, or the dynamic is 1. So let's say 5, 5. Yeah, it is working for me. Okay, so it got my first point, you see? It's asking, obviously, what is the second corner point, right? So as if like you are pointing out two corner points, so it can get the rectangle for you, okay? I mean, you can type if you know the point, or you can just click anywhere, right? Let me do the typing, because I did the typing before. So I'm gonna do it this way, like 10, 10.
You have the F12 on.
Oh, F12 on, okay. Let me try it again. Okay, so bless 5, 5, and then 10. Yep, now it's working. 10, 10. You see, so I can type those two coordinates, and I should be able to get this rectangle right away. Or you can do it. Let me show you the other way, where you can specify the first point by clicking the left button, and then clicking the left button again, where you'd like to specify the other corner points. Okay, once you have those 2 points specified, you'll have the rectangle. Any question with the rectangle? Everyone got it? Okay. So after this rectangle, on the left screen, you see, I mean, they have the drawing polygons. Like, I'm going to show you the polygons now. Obviously, they're the exercise here, the exercise challenge for the rectangle, which goes with the book. Let me open the book. So there's this book, right? So let me go to the place. Okay, so this is where in your book the rectangle starts, right? Let's see if I can make it a little smaller. Yeah. Making smaller doesn't help that much, but still we have everything seen here. What was in the PowerPoint, right? It is talking about what's the objective, what we'll be doing. Then it's talking about, okay, how do you specify that? There are different ways you can do it. Obviously, you can specify the point coordinate, okay, and then if you know the other two length, you can do the instead of doing the coordinate, you can do the relative coordinate. You guys remember the @ sign, and then put the x and y values. Let me show it to you. Like in this one, as you can see here, that's why I encouraged you to get the book. Okay, you see in the everybody got it? Why you need the book? Everybody have the book? You have the book? Okay. If you don't have the book, you don't have the access of everything. I only have the PowerPoint, which doesn't have everything, right? So as an example, like here, remember I showed you in the PowerPoint, they were telling you just specify 2 points or put the coordinate, right? But if you'd like to do relative coordinate, how to do the relative coordinate? If you know the x and y, you see the length of the x and y, one is like 5, another one is the 3, right? So how are you going to do the relative coordinate? Okay, as you can see here, I'd like to highlight it. So they said you first specify that point 2, 2, okay, and then you specify the second point at the rate of 5, 3. Does everyone understand that? So what does it mean? Whenever you have at the rate sign, that means it's talking about the relative distance, okay, relative from the first coordinate that you specify, which is 2 and 2. Is it clear to everyone? Let me show it to you, right? So here, let me take out everything, I guess. Okay, so say like the first point. What is the first point? 2, 2, right? So you type 2, 2, right? That's the first point specified. Now when you have the 2, 2 specified, you are not seeing it, right? But if you're going to move it a little bit, then you should be seeing it. And then the second point. What is the second point you have? Like you don't know the coordinate of the second point. When I'm saying second point means the second corner point, right? But you do know the x and y distance, right? The x is 5, y is 3. Okay, so you should be typing at the rate of 5, 3. So you're specifying the relative distance should be 5, for x, and relative distance should be 3 for the y. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone got it, right? So try it then. So what we'll be doing then, you'll be typing at the rate of 5 comma 3. Let's see. Now you do have the rectangle came up, but it looks a little small. Don't worry. Whatever it looks like on the screen doesn't really have anything to do with the dimension of that rectangle you just drawn, because remember, it goes with the unit that you specified. In this case, the unit is inches. You can change it meter, feet, whatever you feel like, but you know, the display size big or small doesn't represent anything with the size of actual size of that rectangle that you just drawn. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone understand, right? All right. So then, once you're done with that, let me move on. Right? You see, there's a very important thing that I would like to cover. And again, everything that I'm showing here from the book is not in the PowerPoint. That's why the book is so important. Okay. If you have the physical copy of the book, you should be bringing it here in class. If you have a digital one, open it up like that. Just me. So take a look here. What is happening? See, they have these two rectangles, right? On the left one, it's just a rectangle that we just drawn the same way, right? On the right one, okay, it's a rectangle that we drawn by using the line command. Everybody remember how to draw a rectangle by the line command? Okay, so you have two options, right? You can draw the rectangle like this way or by doing the line command. What is the difference? So let me draw next to it, right? Let me draw another one. Okay, just one second. Line command. Okay, I'm choosing the line command. Do you see what I'm doing? Sorry about that. Just one second. Okay, sorry. Let me try it again. So from here, so okay, so then the next point would be 10, 5 is will be 5, okay, so I'm drawing a square 0, 5. Alright, so I just draw a square, a rectangle, right? So there are two rectangles that I drawn, one by using the line command, another one is using by rectangle command, right? So if I'm gonna click on the rectangle command, the one that I use the rectangle command, what happened here? Everything means all the lines on that rectangle got selected. Did you guys see that? What just happened? But if I'm gonna click on anywhere on the right rectangle that I drawn, which is a square by the way, what just happened here? Individual line got selected. You guys see what I'm saying? So even though you can draw a rectangle by using both line and the rectangle command, but the difference of those two things is, like, you know, the rectangle is, whenever you use it, it's like a one intact drawing. Okay, so you can move the whole thing, or you can do other maneuver if you have the whole thing drawn in one setup. Is it clear to everyone? Everyone understand this, right? So important. Okay, if you don't, let me know. All right, I'm moving on, because if I'm gonna work around now, it may take us some of the time. So you see, the next one would be, you have exercise here. So then I'm going to work around, okay. So what are you going to do? You want to open up this 3.2.1, you know where those things are located, right? Let me quickly show it to you. And then you're going to draw this, okay. And then how I can say you can draw it, like once you're going to open the drawing, I'm going to show it to you quickly. You're going to have probably a rectangle like that outside periphery border where it is just what it is just shown in the drawing. But you're going to draw these 4 different rectangles inside that, okay? How are you going to do that? So take a look on these rectangles. What is given on these rectangles? So these rectangles, they gave you the points, right? The points, the start point. So like for 4 of them, say like the top one has a start point is what? Like 2.5, 4, right? This is start point. And then they gave you the 2 distance, like the 4 is the x distance, x length, and 1 is the y length, right? So the way you should be doing, I'm talking about the top rectangle. The way you should be doing, you're going to specify the first corner point by what? By 2.5 and 4, right? So once you did that, then you just have to specify the other 2 lengths. How are you going to do that? You use the at the rate of sign, right? At the rate of 5, 1, right? X distance 5, and y distance 1. Is it clear to everyone? Alright, so that's, I was trying to explain the first rectangle, right? The top one especially. If you can do the top one, then there are 3 small bottom rectangle as well. So all you got to do, like, specify those points and then start doing that. Did you find it right? So that means it's okay. I forgot about that, but it didn't even give you anything. It should be a blank screen. It's perfectly fine. You're going to draw the outside rectangle, okay? So on the outside rectangle, what is the first corner point? 2, 2, right? 2, 2, and you know the length of that? Understand? Did you open that? Okay, try open from Brightspace, okay? 2, 2, and you know those 2 lengths in x and y, right? 5 and 3. Okay, so let me quickly show you how to deal with that. I mean, the way you should be opening that, or you can even deal with this thing here, but the way you should be opening that, just one second. You go here, you go class exercise, right? And we are still chapter 3, right? So is it like 3.2.1, right? So you download that. You open up this one 3.2 and it's asking what application you want to use. I'm going to use obviously that one, like AutoCAD. Now it's just empty screen shown up, right? That was my bad. I forgot about that, but it doesn't matter really. So from the empty screen you have to draw like 5 rectangle, okay? The first one, what is the coordinate for the corner point? You see where my mouse is hovering? It does is 2 and 2. So I'm going to choose this rectangle, right? And then just one second. I'm going to choose this rectangle. It's asking me what's the corner point. I'm going to type 2, 2. All right, so it's specify my corner point, okay? And then it's asking me the second point. I can do it like this at the rate of thing. If I'm going to use the at the rate, then I'm specifying the x distance and the y distance, which is 5 and 3.5. So basically what I'm trying to say, I got to type now for the second point at the rate of 5, 3.5. Is it clear to everyone? So I should be typing at the rate of 5, 3.5. Okay. Now my outside rectangle just drawn. Everyone is able to draw that outside rectangle. I'm going to do a walk around. Okay. I'm going to make sure everyone understand that. Once you understand this one rectangle, how to draw it, you should be able to draw all 4 of them. Okay. Again, what is that we did? We specified the first point, which is 2, 2, okay, for the one corner point for the rectangle, and we specified the second point, which is at the rate of 5, 3.5. And I'm saying, most of you are almost done with everything. Some of you have started working with that. Okay, you weren't there quite some time. Let me show you. Okay, so what you wanna do? You wanna use that, and something else happened also. I tried to record it, so hopefully you should be able to see it. So what I did here, I'm clicking here, right? Rectangle. I'm choosing the rectangle options, and then it's asking what like this. Specify the corner point. What is the corner point here? 2,2, right? You see on the screen? That's in the book. You do have a book at home?
Yeah, but I got it on my phone.
Perfect. So then you should be opening up just like me. So 2,2, right? This is the first point. So what is tapping? First point. So the second point. What is the length in x direction for the outside rectangle on the picture? You see it's 5, right? And what is the y direction length? 3.5. Is it 3.5? The outside one, the big rectangle.
The big one.
Yeah, yeah. 3.5, right? So then the way you could be doing that, you wanna use this at the rate of sign. Okay. So it's asking about the second point, right? Second corner point at this point. So you drop the mouse or something like this again. So then at the rate of, so that's the relative position, right? So that's what 5 is the x direction, right? 3.5. See, we had this now. So you are not seeing the. You just have to move things, okay? Now you have it.
And I used this to get there.
Yes, yes. Okay. I mean, most of you are really interested. I mean, if you feel like you can draw this, just download one after another and finish all of this, okay? You done? You still?
No,
Okay. Why is your problem? This tree should be one after another, okay? Something wrong with it. What is that? Is it 5? Is it 3.5? I'm assuming the top. The common left to the right side. I have a feeling that everything is wrong. This top one is so it's asking specific. Ways you can do it, as I say, basically the low, right? That's a white. See on the top? We understand that these are not the problems. Okay? If you're gonna type 5.3.5, it will only be all wrong because use specific first step. You gotta do the relative. You gotta do the relative sign, which is at the rate, right? And then 5. Then it's going to 5, comma, 2.5. Understand? your rectangle is there, okay, just here now. The seeing it now, right? What did I say? I say like, even though it shows that all here, there and there, still we have like the 3 inches and 3.5 inches and 5 inches. You remember that? So now we have four more rectangles inside that. How do you do that? You understand? Let me draw one other one. Like the white one. Okay, so let's choose this one, right? So then for the remote. Oh, this one? This is something. This is okay. Focus on this, okay? This one will okay. So just focus on. So here, refresh. Yes, okay. Focus on this. Okay, so you have this rectangle. You know how to put this thing? Just we just did it, right? You know how to put this rectangle, like you trigger it, right? So the second one, probably the 4 knobs inside, right? You want to do the big one or the small? Small. So I want you to do it in front of me, okay? So that you use the mouse. Okay. So you want to specify the point. Which point is small one? No, here's the mistake you're doing. So you don't want to specify at all. You like to type the value of the first point, right? So what's asking is you gotta always read what is happening in the command line. What is saying? The first corner point, right? What is the first corner point? 2. No, 2 comma 2. Sorry, 2.5. Sorry, 2.5 comma 2.5. Did you do that? 2.5 comma 2.5. Alright, so the first point is specified, right? Then what? Don't ever click anywhere. Always look what it says. Specify the other counterparts. Now here's the thing. When it's asking you to specify the other counterparts, you don't know the exact coordinate for the other coordinate. You don't know the exact coordinate for the other counterparts. Okay. So see, if you have a rectangle, right? So say that this is one corner point, that's your another corner point, right? You just specify that 2.5, 2.5, right? And the other point, the way you should be doing, you need to know what is the x length and what is the y length, right? For this small rectangle, what is the x length? You have to know a little bit with the dimensions, right? You see, they gave you all those 3 rectangles at the bottom as the same dimension, like 1 in y direction length and 1 in x direction. You're seeing it? Did you see? Just 1 second. Let me. So this is C. Did you see 1 and 1 here? So they just specified these 2, 1 and 1, but since all 3 of them are symmetric, they didn't specify the other 2. You understand? Okay, so what you should be doing? You should be using at the rate, okay, because you already specified that point. For the other point, at the rate, and this 1, comma 1. Does it make sense? So there's the protocol. So we try the second point at the rate. Okay, 1. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you never use the mouse. Mouse is the last thing you want to touch. Okay, you only use the mouse to put the typing here. Okay, type at the rate here. At the rate, at the rate is this side. So you're going to click on shift and then at the rate, and then what? 1, comma 1, enter. Perfect. You got it? So can we do other 4? all you gotta do, first click here, to show you again, right? Okay, click here. Now it's asking what? Is the first one. The first one, what is the first one? What is second rectangle? 4, you got it. 4, 2.5, okay? Yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
when it's going right, I have,
Hey, here, just to
yeah, I know, I can't really see it too
you gotta use this
much.
computer.
There.
Yeah, it should be. Okay, for now, just use. Let me help you.
I already did this.
Yeah. So it's just gonna be
Two.
Yeah, it is not working. There is a reason behind that. So F12, okay? The dynamic goes on. Now it should be working. I have a feeling like this one is wrong as well, because the way I'm seeing is not correctly put. Okay, let me show you just one of them, okay? I have a feeling the other one is wrong as well. So let me do it. So let me start. So it says the first pointer. So what is the first pointer? Because the F12 was not one. That's why I'm doing it. 2,2, the outside one. 2,2. 2,2. Yeah, because I took out the outside as well, right? So 2,2. You see? Now it's typing here. It needs to type here, okay? What is the other point? So other point, you don't know that, but you know the distance, like x equal to what, like 5, and y equal to 3.5, but you got to use the @ sign, right? Because those are relative, because, see, think this way. You have this point specified 2,2. The other corner, you don't know the coordinate, but you know the distance from this point to here is 5, and you know the distance from this point to here, 3.5, right? So that's why they call the relative coordinate. You are using the @ sign for the relative coordinate, because you don't know the exact, right? So that's why I'm using the @ right? And then 5, 3.5. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the other 4?
Yeah.
Any more question? Anybody? I'm going to do a walk around, okay? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, the top one. Yeah, you have the other one. You gotta know, like, what is the x? So x is like 4, right? @ and y is like 1. The @ 4, 1. Okay. You got it? Sorry, I mean it's just like the whole class dynamics. Like sometimes it's just a little bit balanced. That's always the case in this class. Okay. So if you feel like, okay, here's the suggestions for me. If you feel like you're in advanced state, so what my suggestion would be, what you should be doing, like proceed on, okay, one after another, right? So there are like so many exercises. All the file that I put it in the Brightspace. You just have to download them and open it up. And if you have a book, you should be able to proceed with one after another, okay? That's why I encourage you to bring the book all the time, okay? You got it? I'm sorry, I'm going to go back to the screen shortly. Just one final thing. You got it? Perfect. All right. I'll very quickly finish that drawing. I know everybody's done, but still I got to show at least at least I can do it as well. Okay? All right. So here, what is that we are doing? The outside one is done, right? The top one is like the coordinate 2.5 and 4. So I'll be typing the coordinate 2.5, 4. All right, so that is done, and then I got to specify the other point, which is obviously in x I have 4, in y I have 1. So the way I can do it at the rate of 4, 1, right? And then the top is done. So this way I'm going to do the rectangle again, right? The bottom corner one should be the first point, specifying the first point obviously, which is 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. All right, so that specify that point, right? And then the other point would be at the rate of 1, 1. So that way it is done. So I can keep doing the same thing. I have the first corner point should be 4, 2.5, right? And then the other point should be at the rate of 1, 1. See this the same way I'll be doing the third one, third small one, or the fourth or final one, which would be the first point should be specified 5.5, 2.5, right? And the other point is at the rate of 1, 1. All right, so now I'm done, and I checked almost everyone was finished, right? Everyone got this thing? Any question with that? And I'm sorry if it takes a little bit of time. As I'm saying, if you're a little bit advanced, just move on, okay? Don't wait for me. And if you stuck with the advanced stuff, let me know. I'm going to come and help you with that, okay? I don't want to resist anyone from their work. And you see, the book has the beauty of that. Everything that I did, it does have the explanation of that, okay? Anyway, so then obviously we'll be moving on the next one, which is the challenge exercise, drawing rectangles, okay? So this one. The way I'll be doing that, obviously I'm gonna open the next one, okay, which is able to see that, right? What I'm doing, 3.2.2. That's the one that I'll be downloading first. And once I'm done with the downloading, then I'll open it up, okay? And what just happened here, a blank screen just showed up, just like before, right? And then I'm gonna go to my book, which is here, and it does have all sorts of dimensions given, right? So it does have this, all the dimensions are given. It does have all the dimensions are given. So what is my first point here? That corner point is 0, 0, right? Which is like the origin, okay? So I'm gonna type for the outside rectangle. I'm gonna type 0, 0, and then I'm gonna type at the rate or no at the rate, doesn't really matter because the first corner is 0, 0. I'll still type at the rate just for practice. So I have like this 6.5 is the x, right? And 5 is the y, those length. So I'm going to type 6.5 at the rate 6.5 comma 5, or I should be typing 6.5 comma 5. The same thing will going to result. All right, so let's do it then. So rectangle again. And then if I'm going to click on rectangle, it's asking me. Sometimes when you're going to click on rectangle, if the command line doesn't shows anything, specify the first corner point, then most likely it was not selecting properly or whatever reason. You just click it again, immediately it should be showing up. Just 1 second, let me quickly finish it because everybody is waiting for so long. Okay, let me quickly finish this one and then I'll come and help you.
Is that top number 6?
Oh yeah, the top number is 6.5. Sorry about that. All right, so here what I'm saying, so first point you got to specify 0, 0, which I'm doing. That means it starts from the origin obviously, and then you can do as a saying, like, you know, the other coordinate 6.5 comma 5 or at the rate, doesn't really matter because the start point is 0, 0. But to make it as a practice, like use the at the rate, okay? At the rate, then you have this 6.5, right? Sorry, 6.5 comma you have this 5, right? And then the outside rectangle just drawn. Everybody see that? That's good. So now you do have 3 small one inside. So they gave you like the first corner point, right? Specify the first corner point, which is 1 and 2, 3 and 2, and 5 and 2, right? And they gave you the length of the rectangles x and y direction, so which is 0.5 and 1, okay? So in x direction 0.5 inches. I mean, if you are specifying the units are in inches, so it's in inches. So 0.5 inches and then 1 inch, okay, in y direction. So the way you should be doing it, like, you know, you click on rectangle again and it's asking you again, what is your first corner point? You'd be doing like, okay, my first corner point is 1, 2. Okay, so now I had my first corner point. Now it's asking you just similar way, right? What are the length of this rectangle in x and y direction? So you can use this at the rate sign, and then you have this 0.5 comma 1 in the first rectangle just shown, right? This way you can finish the other two. Let me do another one. So the second one, if you want to draw it, you see they specified the corner point is 3, 2. Excuse me. So you're going to type 3, 2. All right, and then the same distance. So here's the thing, like some students struggling with the dimension. If one dimension is given and other two are not, that means and those are looking same, that means those are symmetric, okay? So the second one should be the same, like in x direction it should have like length of 0.5 inches, and y direction it should have length of 1 inch. Does it make sense? Okay, so then obviously you got to type at the rate, right? At the rate of what? Like, you know, this 0.5, right? Comma 1. You see the second one is done. All right, this way the third one can be done as well. I'm just leaving it for you guys to do. Okay, and we're gonna walk around now and see if you're done or if you need any help. Okay. Yeah. How do you-
Copy that square.
Where the copy? Copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really in
This
advance
is
too.
the other way to do it.
Okay. Yeah, that's going on. So you have the other component specified. You can use at the rate. You had 0, 0, right? Or at the rate, or no at the rate. Doesn't really matter because 0, 0, you know. But use at the rate. That's the common practice. So it's like 6.5, right? 6.5, comma, yeah, 5. Yeah, you really don't want to sit here because you had a fusion issue on the side. On the side. Okay. So now the outside was done, right? Now start drawing the
Then you
three,
can specify the
three,
function.
3, 1. And I can see obviously, see, this class would be like, you know, because to balance the class dynamics, this class would be like for advanced student, really like a place for relax, okay? So if you are really in advanced state, so you just finish it, do your own thing. I don't mind. Whenever I walk around, just show it to me, like what is your work, okay? So you can do whatever you want to do, like, you know, when you have done anything that what I'm assigning here. Is it clear to everyone? But please don't stop coming to the class. If you do that, then you're going to be falling behind. I can guarantee you on that. Okay? Everybody? Alright, so just keep the things open in front of you when you. Oh, you need some help, Jason? Just keep the things finish in front of you, and once you're done, and then do like other class work or whatever. It's perfectly fine with me. As long as you understand and finish your work, okay? And it's I think you click here and then you type the value. No, the first point you want to put the coordinate. What is the first one? 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, then. Okay. Most likely you did it this thing wrong. Okay. I know. So you click on the rectangle, right? And then specify the first one is 0, 0. Okay. You see that? So you did that one wrong. That's why. You know, what is the second point? At the rate of what? 6.5, comma? So now you have the rectangle. Now you're not seeing it. Just don't worry. This is here, right? So it's just overlapping with the previous one. Yeah. Now. Alright, so now you have the first one, right? Now you don't need to do that. So see, you are not there when I was talking. So you see, what I was talking other students is like, so what can happen? Like whenever I'm assigning something, just finish your work, keep it in front of you, then do other things for you. Okay? So I have class work or whatever, you know. And then I'm gonna walk around. If you need help, just help me. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. That way, okay, use your time properly. Okay? And because the class is imbalanced, like some students require more help, some students doesn't. Okay? So that's always the case. Yes. So the second one. Okay, so, yeah, and yeah, just click on there. Anytime you see it's asking you or is there a point that you like to find, then you have to. Okay? So the first point would be, yeah, you don't want to use the mouse at all. Yeah, that's what is going to give you the error. Yeah. Just always look for what is asking. Yeah. I'm seeing still some students are working on that. But just to make the class moving, let me do the second topic, right? But I'm kind of confident like everybody can finish it now. Those whoever was doing whatever, they should be able to deal with that now. Okay. So then the final thing is the drawing polygons. Okay. So on drawing polygons, the way you can do it, okay, let me finish actually this one. I'm sorry, I didn't quite finish that one. So the third one is the rectangle, and then I'd like to specify the first point, which is at the rate of, no, they gave you 5,2, and then at the other point should be specified as 0.5, 1. Alright, the third one is done. So then I'm gonna be moving here. Okay, so drawing a polygon. Okay, here it says here you can do you can draw a polygon. Everybody seeing that? I know some of you already finished it and probably already understand whatever it says, but still please take a look closely what I'm trying to tell you here. Okay, first let me try to show it to you from the PowerPoint. Everybody have the access of the PowerPoint. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to the book shortly. But before I do that, let me explain it. So here it says drawing a polygon. You can do it in 3 different ways. Okay, edge, circumscribed, and inscribed. Okay, what does those things mean? So you have 3 different way of doing it. One is inscribed. As you can see, this one is example of inscribed. In other words, inscribed one is referred to if you have a circle drawn that your polygon is going inside. Okay, and the next one is what? Circumscribed, means you have the circle drawn and the polygon is going outside. You see that? And finally the edge, it just goes edge by edge. Edge means polygon does have multiple legs, consider those are edge. Okay, so those 3 different way you can draw the polygon. That's what in your PowerPoint it's shown here. Okay, now how to do that? Remember the same command here on the rectangle in the AutoCAD. It goes next to AutoCAD rectangle option. There is an option called polygon, and if you're gonna put your mouse, hover the mouse on the top of the polygon, it's even showing it to you, right? A little bit more about that. You can specify the different parameter of the polygon, including the number of the sides, right? It could be like more than 4, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, any numbers of sides that you have on the polygon. The difference between the inscribed and subscribed option is shown, as I'll showing it to you as well in the PowerPoint. Okay, inscribed means your polygon is inside the circle. Circumscribed means your polygon is outside the circle. Okay, that's it. Any question? So yeah, you will be learning more obviously shortly. Now coming to the book itself. It's time for the book. Okay, there is not that much left here on the PowerPoint, by the way, except here on the last page on the PowerPoint it says here do some exercise. There are like 3 options of doing exercise. We'll be doing all 3 of them. Okay, there are the drawings in the Brightspace I uploaded already. Okay, so like let me go to the book again. Alright, so now the book does have shows you how to even deal with this. Okay, so first the same way they were saying you can choose this polygon, and there's this other thing I didn't quite show to you the other time, which is you can type on the command window like POL, polygon, for polygon it will going to do the same, or for rectangle you can type REC, rec. Okay, it will going to do the same. So to do any of this thing, before I do any of this thing, I'm going to just simply remove everything from here, and I'm going to use actually I shouldn't even remove. I can use this empty drawing screen. I have that tab open already, so I'm going to use that to draw some polygon. So there's 2 ways, as I was showing, right? There's this polygon options. If I'm going to choose that, it's asking you, the first thing it's asking you, polygon, enter the number of the sides. How many sides in your polygon have, right? So say like you have the 5 sides, or actually 6 sides. Let's go with 6. So you say like you have 6, okay, and then it's asking you specify the center of the polygon. Okay, so now the center of the polygon, again you can specify several ways. So you can click on somewhere, okay, or you can type the coordinate for the center, your choice. Then it's asking you choose the option whether you would like to do it the inscribed in a circle, or you want to do a circumscribed in a circle. The default is always inscribed. How do you know? You see this I here, is chosen as default. That's why you know is the inscribed is the default option. Okay. So so you're gonna obviously choose on the inscribed option, and then I'm just trying to show to you some of the thing from the book. Okay, drawing polygons. So that's the exercise. Okay, so like the first one is like this. Say like you want to draw this. Okay, so where you want to go with the inscribed in a circle, right? And then it's asking the radius of the circle, and I'm gonna type 2. Okay, 2 inches for the radius of the circle, and the polygon that drawn here, that is the inscribed 2, and which is shown here. Did you see where my mouse is hovering in the book? So that's the polygon that I drawn here. Okay, you are not obviously seeing the circle, but the circle is like hinted, right? That means the inscribed means that polygon is inside the circle, and if you could have draw a circle around the polygon, it should be the radius of 2, just like the way that where my mouse is hovering, the left image on this page in the left screen. Everybody see that? Any question? See where my mouse is hovering? All right, so the next one obviously would like to see like how the circumscribed should work, right? So the way you can do the circumscribed, okay, so you should be doing the polygon again. This time instead of choosing the polygon, I'm gonna simply type pol, and it says like, okay, immediately the polygon option came up. Now one beautiful thing about this is like with any command for any operation that we are doing, say like for polygon, remember how many sides for the previous one that I had? 6, right? So you see the default is 6 now. Did you see inside this in the last thing here it shows 6? That means the default is 6. Unless if you would like to change anything, you just keep that 6 and you press enter. Okay. So then see it's asking you. You see, I just press enter. It chose 6. Okay, I didn't have to type anything because 6 was default. Okay, then it's asking you, okay, specify the center. Okay, now again, specifying the center, last time you were clicking on somewhere in the screen, but you can do it like, you know, specify a point, so like 10 by 10, that a point. Now this time you would like to draw it circumscribed, right, about a circle. And did you see my 10 by 10 point was like here. It's going to overlap, but for now I'm doing it, and I'm going to do another one shortly. But you know, I'm going to choose the radius of the circle as like 2, just like here is shown, but it is overlapping. But the point that I'm trying to make here, take a look. So the second one that I drawn is a little bit bigger than the first one. Maybe let me redraw it. Just one second. Just one second. Let me delete it and redraw it. At this time I'd like to draw it on the side because I specify the coordinate. That's why it was doing it that way. So I'm gonna specify the center here, so you can see it side by side. This circumscribed is fine. Okay, and then specifying the radius of the circle is 2. Okay, so comparing these two polygons, does it feel like those are the same size or different size? One is bigger than the other, right? The second one is bigger than the first one, and because we just choose the circumscribed option. Again, the circumscribed is what? You have the circle with a radius of 2 inches, and then you, as if like you're drawing a polygon on the top of the circle. The first option is you draw a circle which is like 2 inches, right? As if like you're drawing the polygon inside the circle. Understand? There's two options. And I hope like most of you are already done. And there's this third option, is the edge option. How to deal with the edge, right? I'm going to show it to you shortly. But that's what the book is. You can actually draw one polygon inside another polygon. The way you can do it is like you can. You need to know the center in that case. Okay. Let me do it this way. Let me do a polygon again. Okay. Let me quickly show you how to draw. Okay, now you just have to draw two polygon, one inside another one. Okay, you just have to make sure the center is same for both of them. Okay, so the center, I don't know, maybe you specify 5,5, right? This is center. Nothing is shown up yet, but it's working in the background. It's asking you what option you want to go inscribed. Let me choose the inscribed, and then it's asking you the radius. Let me go with 2, right? So the first one is done. The second one is the first one I did inscribed, right? The second one should be circumscribed. So I typed Paul, which the polygon option immediately showed up. Number of age is 6 is fine. The center, here is the point. I got to specify the same point. What is the point I specified? 5,5, right? So let me do that, 5,5. Okay. Now nothing is showing yet, but working on the background just like before. This time I'm doing circumscribed about a circle, right? You see something is trying to show it to me here, that what is the radius of the circle, right? My radius is the same, 2. And see, well, I do have those 2 come one inside another one, because one is the inscribed, another is the circumscribed. Any question? You see, that's the last thing that they did here. They showed the last figure is like that. Okay. All right. So again, here's as a summary. Okay, you got to make sure you choose the polygon option, the number of the sides, then the center of the polygon, then the inscribed option or the circumscribed option, right? And finally the radius. So these are the steps. Okay, and then it's explaining a little bit more about the 2 different options, and finally it's showing how to deal with the age option, which I'm gonna skip. But here it's kind of the same thing. If I'd like to show it to you very quickly, so you have the Paul and number of sides, say like 6 is fine. Now here it has the option. It's asking you whether you want to go with the center or edge. Say like you want to go with the edge. So then it's asking you what's the first endpoint of the edge. So like you either click on any point here or you specify a point by coordinate. Okay, just like 2, 3, 5, 5,4, whatever, right? I'm clicking a point. You see what I'm doing now? H, right? I didn't feel like everybody's with me. Does everybody confident that you can draw the polygon by doing the edge option? How many of you are not feeling confident? Some of you are still not feeling confident. Okay, let me show it to you very slowly. So first of all, you are drawing polygon, not the inscribed or circumscribed. You are drawing polygon by doing the edge option, right? The third option. How to do that? 2 ways. One is you can either choose the polygon from here, right? Or you can simply type POL. I didn't type POL. So, and then it's asking how many sides? 6 side is fine. 6 side is fine. I choose the 6 side. Okay, then it's asking, do you have a center or edge? Which one? Which one do you want to do? Edge, right? Because you said like you had issue with edge. Center, you got it already, right? So I'm choosing edge. I'm clicking on the edge. Then it's asking, specify the first endpoint of the edge. What does it mean? Take a look here on the left image, right? Take a look on the left image. You see there are these endpoints it's referring, right? On any edge, or these endpoints is referring to any edge. Everyone understand that? Okay. So you can specify any point on the screen for the edge, or you can type the edge point, right? So like your edge point is 10, 10. Do you see what just happened here? So the first point it just locked, okay, and then what? Then it's asking you what's the second endpoint of the edge. Now here's the beauty of that. Okay, you can literally click it by doing this polar tracking the way you did before, right? Or you can type the value of that, right? I'll do the polar tracking for now. Okay, I have the polygon now. Does everybody understand the edge now? Okay, if you do understand, so these are there are some exercise. Okay, so let me quickly show it to you. So these 3 exercises that you want to do, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay, we don't want to go any further. We'll just simply finish this step. Any of these points? anytime I'm doing something over there, you try your best to do it here. Okay, that way you have a practice here. So now what you want to do is that you see, you go to the backspace, right? And there are these 3 polygons, drawing polygon. You don't have backspace? Yes. So please open the backspace. No, not fun. You want to open those drawing files. Okay? Open the backspace. See, this is what you'd like to do every day in class exercise, okay? This is what we did so far. Everybody is doing it. Okay, so see, you have this, all the circles we did in last class, and then we did these 2 rectangles, now these 3 lines. These are the 3 things that we'll be doing, and we'll be finishing up this class, okay? So you have these 3 polygons. The way you can do it, you go here, you download it. What is happening here? It gets downloaded, right? The same way you can do the other 2. Okay. So next time, when you come, this is the first thing you want to do, okay? Alright, so then let's see. So after that, it's asking what you want to do. Okay? And then, yeah, it's like it's fine. Sometimes it does have something on the background, but if it doesn't have anything on the background, the template has all the options, okay? That's what you have to open it, okay? Open this. Sometimes it has something, sometimes it doesn't, but you always have to open it, okay? So the template does have some options, choose an option for you. Anyway, so now you've got to do some work, right? For those 3 different things. You have a book? Did you buy the book? Yes. Where is it? It is. So it is going to be back. Right. Did they say that how long it took? How many of you get a physical book here? How long it took?
Well, I'm supposed to be arriving this week. But it's 12 days.
12 days?
Yeah.
Can you contact with those people and then look at Apple software and say like what is going on?
Yeah, it was a used one, so that
It's a used one.
Yeah, I did contact them. They told me it took them a while to find.
You ordered a new one. Anybody else ordered a new one? New book? New physical book? How long it took? 2 weeks. 2 weeks? Oh. I actually put that thing and sent an email, remember 1 week before the class, reminding everyone this is the book required, right? It is not good. 2 weeks to wait for a book. Okay, how many of you have the digital book? Do you guys love the digital book?
Yeah, I would rather have it.
Yeah, digital book is so good. I mean, you have the digital book as well? You'll love the digital book. Anyway, so the reason I'm saying all of these things, please don't take it wrong way. I'd like to show you where the things that you gotta do on this drawing here, you need the book. Without the book you can't do. That's the problem, okay? Anyway, let me show it to you where in the book that you have to deal with that. So you have these 3 different drawings, right? So this polygon number 1, so I'm downloading as well. Let me open that. So blank screen came up just like the way you're seeing, and you have this instruction here. So this is what you got to do in drawing 1. You see here on the bottom it says 3.3.1. That's exactly what you just opened, 3.3.1, right? And then you have these 3 different polygon that you are seeing here. You got to draw. So if you could have a book, right? Those who doesn't have the book, just to give you an inspiration here. All the instructions are here. What you got to do, okay? Let me just show you a start point. And by the way, these are the 3 drawings that we'll be doing. I know some of you are really advanced. If you're done with them already, just raise your hand. I'll come check, and then you can go, okay? If you are working on that, whenever you're finished on these 3 drawings, right? And if you have a book, then come show it to me, and then you can go. No matter how yeah, you're done. I'll just come 1 second. Let me just. Anybody is done, okay? That's kind of like motivation for you to finish first by your own way, whatever your pace is, and then when you're done, you can go actually, okay? Or you can stay here, do other work. You don't have to do anything with the class, okay? It's your option, okay? Just want to give you a heads up on that anytime during future. So here, obviously, you have these 3 different drawings, and you want to do like those 3 drawings, at least the first 2. One is the inscribed. The second one is the circumscribed, right? So the first one is the inscribed. Why do I say inscribed? Take a look here on that polygon, right? Everybody seeing what is happening on the polygon? Everybody should take a look on the board, right? You're doing something else? Okay, take a look on the board, okay? So there is this polygon exercise we are trying to do, okay? So in my class, please never use the phone, okay? That distract you, and what happened if you do that, then you lose your time, and then I gotta come explain, wasting class time, okay? I don't want to do that, everybody's time. All right, so here you see that's the inscribed. What means inscribed? You have a circle and the polygon is inside the circle, right? So how many sides on this polygon here? 8. So you're going to choose 8 when you're going to start drawing the polygon. I'm going to show it to you, don't worry. What else? What is the radius of the circle? It's 1 inches, right? Because the inch option is chosen, okay, and the diameter is 2, obviously. And then what is the center of this inscribed polygon? Did they specify the center? They didn't quite, right? But let me read through that. It does say it's like, okay, use the 2 and 2, right? Coordinate system 2 and 2 for the center of the circle. Does it make sense? See, that's what the book is important. It does have all the steps, okay? Whatever I'm showing it to you here. Okay, so again, I'm going to draw the first one, okay? And the second one, my expectation would be you're going to finish the second one and the other one, okay? If you have a book. If not, then obviously not that much you can do about it. So two ways, like you can choose the polygon from here as I was showing, or you can type POL, remember? Both will gonna work. So the polygon option just came up, okay? So then it says number of sides. How many sides there? 8, right? So I'm gonna choose 8. All right, now it says specify the center of the polygon. Now it does specify it's 2, 2, means the coordinate x direction 2, y direction 2. Remember? 2, 2. So I'm gonna use this 2, 2. Okay, and then other way could be you can click somewhere on the screen, right? It will gonna do the same. All right, nothing is showed up in the screen, but doesn't mean nothing is happening. It's happening. There is specified 2, 2, and now it's asking just like last time I was showing, inscribed or circumscribed. Which option you wanna choose? Inscribed, right? Okay, so I'm gonna choose the inscribed. Okay, or you can simply type I. Either way, it will gonna work. And then the radius. What is the radius? Does it specify like 1 inches? Right? It doesn't give you any unit. Remember, anytime you see in the book, they didn't specify any unit. Okay, but remember from first few weeks that I showed you where is the unit. Everybody remember that? How to change the unit? Everybody remember that? I'm going to show it to you quickly, but let me finish that. So the radius of the circle is 1. I'm going to type 1, and see it's done. Right? Did I see something very similar to what is here? And I keep saying about the units. Units are so important, right? You click on A, okay, and then you are drawing utilities, right? And units. Remember, I did show it to you one day. And then here you have the option to change to any unit, even has miles, years, right? Feet, meter. You get it? Anyway, so that's the unit, and that's the instruction. The second one is circumscribe. You want to draw a similar one, not the same, similar one, where you'll be choosing the circumscribed option instead of the inscribed option. If I'm going to ask you what is inscribed on circumscribed, you understand that, right? Inscribed means as if like you have a circle and the polygon is inside the circle, right? Circumscribed means as if like you have a circle, polygon is outside the circle. Is it clear, everyone? All right. So can you do the second one, everyone? Okay. As I said, if you are feeling in advanced state and done with all the drawings, drawing 1, 2, and 3, raise your hand. I'll come and shoot you, I'll take a look on that. And then, actually, I'm going to see his one because he raised the hand first. Okay. Any question? So for you, the option you can stay here, do your own work, or you can go anywhere. Okay? You are done for this class. You're done also? He raised the hand. You're done? Okay, so as I was saying, your option is you can stay here or you can go anywhere. Your choice, okay? You don't have to do anything with this. You're done also? All three of them, right? Perfect. So the same thing goes with you as well. You can stay here. Yep. You're done as well? All three of them? Any question? Anything you faced? Okay, if not, then you're done. You can stay here. You can submit the drawing file as well, except the first one where I'd like to see the layers. Okay, that one the screenshot you can submit it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm seeing the drawing file and the screenshot. Maybe it's fine. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And sorry, like from next class on, I'm gonna try to implement it even faster. Okay. So I'll make sure like those who are really in advanced state can finish the class well early and do whatever they like to do. Okay. So I can focus on that. Perfect. Perfect. So then I can focus on those who need help. Just one second. Let me verify, and then we do have time to. Those who are done, they can finish, show it to me, and go early and do whatever you're done. All the time. So you see, there are like these 2.2.1, 2.2.2, 2.2 different exercises. So when you do the first one, right? And then other two exercises. So go to the drive space, download those other two. You can choose the screen as well. Okay. Once you're done with all these three, let me show it to you. Just one second. You need help first. Yes. Which one? The second one? Yes, sorry. So how many sides you have? 8 here. So you can type 8, or if the 8 is default, last time you used 8, that's why 8 was showing here. You can simply press enter. Okay. And what is that? The second, right? What's the second? Huh? Oh yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 1. Type 6. Okay, and then no, the second one is subclass. How do you know it's subclass? Right? Take a look at the Take a look. Let's look. Did you see the polygon is outside the subclass? If the polygon is outside the subclass, that's the subclass. The first one, the polygon is inside the circle. If the polygon is inside the circle, this one is right. Okay? Understand? You're done? With all those sets? Yeah. Let me see. One. Radius is, it shows here like 1, right? Let me quickly check. That's okay. If you're done, I mean, I have confidence. You're done with everything? You have any questions? You're done with all three of them, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, somebody raised their hand. Come in. Jason, you are done with everything?
Yeah.
All three? Okay, as I say, like you have another class, you may want to take a break, right? Oh, so you're done with the first two, right? Okay, so let me show you the second one. Just one second, let me show you the second one. So the third one is the age one. You're done with the third one as well? The age?
Oh,
age.
I just gotta do the edge?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
age one. Finish the age one, okay?
Is it 30?
Yeah, it's the age. So they for the age, their start one is 10,1, right?
Yeah.
So no. It is 2 different. Here, the same thing as the thing. Yeah. Then you see here, it's asking you. This is the center of the age. You want to choose this age. You understand? And the first endpoint of the age, it does give you the first endpoint, 10,2. Yes. You done? You done with all of that? So that's the first one you've done, right? There are other 2 exercises you have to do, right? 3 point. Go to the next one. Next page. Next page.
What is the second one?
Yeah, no, that's 3 point. This one. It's 3.2. Yeah, this one is the finish. Okay. You did that, and then you want to finish the third one as well. You did that. The third one. This one you did. This one, the third one. You all of them. All six. Yeah, you want to finish. So there are 3 exercises. And that's the first one, right? The second one, I'm going to show it to you just 1 second. You did the age one as well? Do you have a book? Do you have a book? No. You ordered this? Yeah. It's like printed version. If you could have a book, then you could have, like, if you could have a digital book, then you could have seen it. I got to keep this thing a little bit to see if everybody's done with it. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to show you the next one, okay? Yeah. Just 1 second, I'm coming. Yeah, it says like, okay, specify the second endpoint, the 8, okay? What it says, like, second endpoint didn't quite give the gravel, okay? You know, you can, you know that's 1, the length, right? So the second endpoint, okay, you can type the coordinate, right? Which would be what, like, you know, 11, 1, or you can go with at the rate of 1, 0. Either way it will work, okay? So see that? Yeah, or you can type at the rate, so the relative that, right? The acceleration is just 1, y direction is 0, so at the rate 1, 0. Okay, that will work as well. Yeah, what is that?
Okay, so.
Did you have another one I gotta do?
Huh?
Did you have another one I gotta do?
There are 2 more, okay, something more is coming, just 1 second.
How do I find the radius of it?
Yeah, you don't have to go with the radius on this one. The third one is the, they call, this thing is called, you got to type all, is it like same as like with the other thing, right? The polygon, choosing the polygon. Third one is like age, right? So to get the age, you have 8 sides, that's fine. But the age you got to choose it from here, okay? So that's what you probably missed. And then especially the first endpoint, which is what, 10, 2, sorry, 10, 1, right? Okay, so then it got the first point, right? So then it's the second point. Now, second point, you can specify the coordinate. It says like 1 is the length, right? So the second point coordinate should be, if it's 10, 1, then it should be 11, 1, right? Does that make sense? In x direction, 1 more.
Okay, because it's one space in
Yeah. Or the other way could be at the rate. At the rate, you know, 1. So at the rate would be like, you know, 1 more. So 1 at the rate of 1, 0 in y direction. Try at the rate 1, 0. Enter. It does the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now
That's the third one.
Huh?
That's the third one.
That's the third. No, that's third one for the first drawing. There are 2 more drawings. Okay. So I don't see anybody had any issue, right? Everybody got it? These 3 drawings?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So then I'm gonna move to the second one. This is the second one, okay? Those who doesn't have book are probably waiting for this so long, okay? So your additional practice for the second one, it says additional practice drawing polygons, okay? How are you gonna deal with that? So you see, it's kind of specify. For the first one, you have a triangle, and it's inscribed one, right? An inscribed triangle. You have the radius of that circle was given as like 2 inches. If you are dealing with the inch, the center is 3, 3. Can you do that? Everybody?
Yeah.
All right. So second one is again that one is the not the inscribed, circumscribed. In this case, you have like 5, right? You have what? You have 5 sides on that polygon, and then the center is given, and the radius of that circle is given as well. So you should be able to deal with that, right? The third one is the edge. It's kind of similar. The start point is 18, 1, and the end point should be for the first edge, right? The end point should be 18 plus 2.5, 1, or at the rate of 2.5, 0. Either way it is going to work. I showed both way, right? I felt like let me show, just 1 second. Let me show the third one. Let me show the third one really quickly. I'll come in person and help everyone, okay? Don't worry. So I'm going to type Paul, right? P-O-L, Paul. Okay, so then it says like how many sides for the second, for the third one I have like what? Like 6 sides still, right? Is it 6 sides? Oh, bless you. So I have the 6 sides, right? Yep. Just 1 second. Let me finish the third one. I'll come help everyone, okay? I promise, okay? Yeah, so the six sides, right? So then the first point, then it says here like the center of the polygon or the edge. I'm gonna go with the edge, right, for the third one. Okay, so bless you. Then the first edge point, which is in my case, I'm highlighting it here. Everybody see that? 18,1. I'm gonna specify the first edge point, which is 18,1, right? And the second edge point, right? What is the second edge point? That's why people get struggle. It could be two different ways. It could be either 18 plus 2.5, which is what, 20.5 comma 1, or at the rate of 2.5 comma 0. Either way it will gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna go with at the rate of 2.5 comma 0, the easier option. Do you see that?
Where's the triangle?
Okay, triangle is it's the same as the polygon. Okay, you just choose the number of sides is 3 instead of, okay, you just choose number of sides is 3 for the first one, right? And I'm now need to move, like, you know, see what is going on. Okay, so you ask me how, let me figure it out. What's going on here? What's it happen? But it didn't happen now?
It's edge, right?
And the second one is the circumscribed, third one is the edge. Did you know? You done it now? So the third one as well? Okay, how was you? You done? The triangle is like number of sides. So the edge you got it, right? So the triangle is like number of sides is like 3. That's all. Yeah. And you don't do that? Yeah. If any one of you need any help, I'm here, like walking around. Okay. So yeah. Just let me know. Yeah. Yep. What's up? This should. Is this the center is 3?
Yeah.
Center is 2?
I could pull up the
Yeah. The center is 3. What did you choose?
the radius.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay, I'm just doing the next one.
Yeah. Finish the next 2. There are 2 more. They have
Does the middle one say 11 comma 4?
Huh?
Does that say 11 comma 4? The middle?
That's 11,4, and then 3. Yeah.
The first one
yeah.
is inscribed.
First comes is right. Is center is 3, and radius is 2. Yeah.
You said it's inscribed?
Yeah, the first one is inscribed. Yeah, definitely inscribed. Second one is circumscribed. It just stays also at the bottom of the. Okay, I just have to wait a little bit more because you see. Okay, those who are still drawing, let me know. Who are still drawing? Okay, if you are still drawing, can you take a snapshot of that so I can put the third one? I mean, because you don't have book with you, right? So can you take a snapshot of that so you have the dimensions? So you
I have.
if you are done, then you're good. I'm saying like for those who are done, so I can show the third one, so they can do the third one. You're done with
I'm
this?
done with the second one.
Yeah, you want to take a picture of that?
I already got it.
You got all the dimensions? Okay, perfect. Okay, so then I'm going to move to, Angel, you have a picture of that? Okay. Oh, you are done? Even, perfect, okay. So then the third one, this is the third one, okay? There are 6 of them on the third one, okay? Okay, and on the third one, you see, it says you'll create polygon using several different methods. Like, what are those methods, right? They have, for the third one, like where the second one, on both cases, right? You are given with the diameter. Okay, now here's the trick. For the first one first, how do you want to draw that? They didn't give you any radius or anything, right? They just give you edge dimension, which is 3.25 inch in this case, right? So it's a little tricky, right? 3.25. It definitely you're going to go with edge, not the inscribed or circumscribed, right? For sure, for the first one, everyone get it, right? Okay, so you want to go with the edge. Now the question is, you're going to specify the first point, though, right? Did they specify the first point here? No, they didn't. So you have a choice to kind of go with anywhere, wild, right? Or you can choose the first point. I don't know, 5,5, whatever you feel like, right? For the first one, everyone understand? Is it any question with the edge one? Okay, so the second point would be like what? Like you wanna go always with the at the rate thing, right? At the rate of like 3.25 comma 0, and then you should be able to do it, right? How many sides here? 5, right?
The first one incorrect or
Huh?
is the first one incorrect?
No, first one is age. The reason is they didn't give you anything like which can kind of lead you to the radius or the diameter, right? They just give you one age distance, right? So anytime you are given with the one age distance, that's definitely age, right? You don't have a means to deal with this inscribed of circumscribed. The second one. Any question with the first one?
First edge.
What's the second edge?
The second one or the second point? What's the second point would be the first?
No, on the first one.
On the first one, right? This,
3 point.
the age second point. That's what. So the age, there are two ways, right? Say like if you know your first point, you specify that first point with typing the coordinate, right? Then you have a means to type the second coordinate. Or if you don't know the first point, right, you just click somewhere on the screen, right? So then you want to use the at the rate of sign. Remember the at the rate? So then you want to use like at the rate. Your polar tracing must be to on, right? At the rate or object snap. At the rate, and then you got to type 3.25 comma 0. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Everyone understand that? On the second one, right? Let me focus on the second one for the whole class, okay? For the second one, what is that you are seeing? Is it inscribed or circumscribed? So the polygon is inside the circle, right? Where the circle diameter is 6.5, right?
Oh, you're talking about the last one?
No, the second one. Here, where my mouse is hovering. So if I'm drawing a polygon, right? Sorry, I'm drawing a circle. So I'm drawing a circle. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay.
The measuring is the diameter of the circle?
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me show you something. Yep, here. See, if you have these two corner chosen, right? These two corner chosen. Take a look here. Isn't it seems like inscribed? The first one is inscribed, right? If you have these two corner points are chosen and you are given with the diameter for this two corner point spec thing, then it's the inscribed. Make sense? Okay, the second one is what? Circumscribed. So let me now move to the drawing. Okay, so you see these two corner point is chosen. That means the second one is inscribed. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, what about the third one? Third one should be circumscribed. How do I know?
Because it has a circle inside.
Yeah, take a look here. Then I have a similar example for you guys. Okay, take a look here. You see? Does it look the similar? It should be circumscribed, right? All right. So then, by the way, you can actually draw those circle as well. If you know the center, just use the circle options, right? And then use the hidden line and everything. Not here. I'm just going back. I'm just trying to show it to you as well. All right. So this one again, age, inscribed, circumscribed, right? 3 different options. Now this one is also circumscribed. This one is inscribed, right? And finally, this one is age.
The third one says 6.00.
Yeah, 6.00. And this is the last thing that you want to do. If you finish with that, then you can go. Okay? So that's it. I don't know I'm going to further. Jason, you're done with all the drawing? You can relax and go. Let me see. So, all the drawings are done.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, it's fine. Any question, Jason? You're good today? How you doing?
Is the fourth one circumcised or
The fourth one?
the fourth one?
Yeah. What does it look like?
Inscribed.
Sky? Right, sky? What is Southeast. Perfect. Okay. Sixth one. H. Perfect. You get it. Yeah, they didn't quite specify the center, did they? No. So that means you have the options to. Yeah, what like seven? Seven is the is right. Third one is fourth one is right again. Fifth one is circumscribed. Sixth one is eight. And you are getting it?
Yeah.
Perfect. So here's the thing, like learning something formally is going to help you to be efficient. If you're done, then you can go. Learning something formally is going to help you to be efficient. Okay, rather than just wandering around and do something Scrabble. That's always the case. So that's what you're doing. Learning formally means all the things, whatever options is there. Okay, so by I would say 10th week, right? 10 or 11, by 12th week of this class, you would be pretty much knowing everything for 2D drawing. So last 2 weeks, you can focus on really something extensive, like project, extensive project. Okay, but before that, you'll be learning all the detail. You got to do a project, okay? In your own choice, or I'm going to pick something for you. So I'm going to start a new chapter next class, chapter 4. This chapter, I really don't have any more homework. It's just pretty much a chapter.
Thank you.
This is probably the last blow of code here this year. -7 today in the morning. Can you imagine? Horrible.
What's the measurement for the last one?
Huh?
What's the measurement?
The last one is age, and it's 4. The age length.
Oh, 4 across?
Yeah, age length 4. You choose the age option, and 3 is number of size 3, like for a triangle, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to specify the first point for the age, which could be random, right? And the second point you should do like at the rate of 4,0, right? Yeah. Yep. If you're done, then you can go or stay here. But I'm now officially done with the class. Everyone is done. Everyone understood everything. All right. I'll be leaving then. Is good? All right. Perfect. So let me see if I can stop the recording.